ready.
All right, I'm a big believer of branding. For those of you that have been to the office, you see branding, branding, branding. I gotta tell you, if you're gonna spend money, and that's even if to put a picture on the wall or your name on the back of your kid's jersey at the local Little League, make sure your branding is done correctly. So the importance of understanding what the process looks like from a branding standpoint is there's a time to tell people what you do and there's a time for people to see what you do. A lot of the branding that we do are what I call little jabs. We're just kind of putting our information out there, we're putting it in front of the people. So when the time comes for us to ask them for something, and I mean ask them for an attendance at a seminar, to ask them for an appointment, to ask them for something, we've branded ourselves so well in our community that people know who we are, what we do, and what we stand for. They know what our core values are. They know what our mission statement is. They know who we are. We don't have to tell them what we do. You know, and I think that I can speak volumes to this because when I first got started, I would get asked a question all the time, how old am I? How long have I been doing this? My background, all of these things. And I will tell you what, in the last probably 4 or 5 years, I've never had that question asked. No one's asked me how long I've been doing this. Nobody asks. It really, because we validated ourselves with all of our branding. When you come in and you see that all of our letterhead's the exact same, that the blue is all the same blue, the green is all the same green, that's all done in that branding kit. So it's important, A, that you get that done. It's important for consistency. It's important that you do everything with an understanding of why you're doing it. There's a reason why all my articles are on the wall. Right? Because I don't want to tell somebody, hey, did you watch me on the news? I think that sounds very arrogant. I think it's like, hey, did you read the USA Today over the weekend? I was in it. Nobody wants you to brag about that. But if you strategically place those branding articles in your office to where everybody who you sit down and meet with sees them, you don't have to say something for them to understand what your branding is and who you are and what you stand for. My coffee cups that I drink out of, I don't drink out of company coffee cups. I drink out of my family photos on my coffee cup. Why? That's the person who I am. That's the client that I want to attract. So it's branding in the sense of it's not only about your logo and about your branding kit and all those things. Your branding is who you are. The branding is what does your office look like. The branding is what is the consistency of your message. It's every time you talk to somebody, are you saying something different or are you consistent with what you do? I take for granted that you've all clicked through the portal and seen what your folder should look like, what your pens should look like, what the appointment packet should look like. All of those things, when I talk about branding, this is a process you cannot skip. It is all done for you. Get the letterhead, get the pens, get the folders, because I've been there. When I first started, my first folder I bought from Walmart, and I got a sticker from Vistaprint, and my wife and I slapped the sticker on every single of the vinyl green folders. And it looked like a green Walmart folder with a sticker on it. Nothing wrong with that, but if I'm going to do business, I'm going to give my life savings to somebody, am I going to go with somebody that has a strong, consistent brand, or am I going to do business with somebody that just slapped a sticker on a 89-cent folder? So you'll really separate yourself from the crowd, you know, and everybody out there, you know who the people are in your area that are just out there as one-hit wonders. They do 1 or 2 pieces of business a year or a month. Look, if you want to meet with 5 to 6 people a day, you have to separate yourself. And by doing branding correctly, you will make your job as an advisor that much easier.